DoggyDiamondsTV.com. Yeah, what it is, people? It's your boy Doggy Diamonds. You already know what I do. I came to Hell's Year's Kitchen studio right here, and the homie was in here working. Now, if y'all don't know who this is, let me set him up right. Back the fuck up. Throw your guns. Last Days. Shifty. The next niggas.
Right.
We could just run them off. Hit records after hit records, the worst. Let them know who you are.
Peace world, this is the one and only Mr. Sonny Seeza, aka Suave, aka Seymour Gaines, Onyx, Titanium Onyx, back the fuck up, Ty from Gates Avenue, Ty from Southside, Ty from New York. We here, man. Sonny Seeza.
So from the legendary group Onyx.
Yes, sir.
Damn, how many records y'all sold?
Damn. Be honest, man. I haven't checked in lately, man. But you know, a good part of like about a good, I don't know, a little bit under 10 mil. Perhaps,
okay.
Something to that effect. With all the albums, accumulatively, and now it's like 5 hours. You know what I'm saying?
And JMJ, how did that relationship come about?
Well, the JMJ relationship came about, you know, back in the days, everybody's going to the Jones Beach thing, back when they used to have Greek Fest in the 90s, early 90s. She used to go to the Jones Beach, she used to go to the Greek Fest out of town, things like that. So, you know, we met Jam Master Jay at that Greek Fest festival for the colleges, you know, for a lot of the college students to get in touch with the new music that was coming out. So we met him in like gridlock traffic. Word.
And how many countries have you touched? Because I want these young dudes to know, like, how many countries have you touched? How many continents you touched?
Well, I wasn't on a whole lot of continents, you know, for the most part. I mean, I never been to Africa, to me, one of the main continents. But I definitely was in a lot of different countries. There's too many to name. But the longest, the furthest I was like, I would say, I never made it to Australia. I got some guys out there. Shout out to Antoine and Don, you know, CME Entertainment. You know what I mean? I never been to the land down under, but I heard that's mad far away. But I've been to Japan, and yo, son, that's a long flight, though. Even with the bullet trains, it's like 15 hours. But yeah, it was good, man. We was all over the place from Belarus. I just was in Sofia, Bulgaria, you know, and our last thing, you know, we did together. So we've been in a lot of spots. It's too many to name, though, but everybody showed love for the most part.
And you part of the reason of actually turning Def Jam into a street label, because it wasn't street prior to y'all coming to the label. I mean, you had LL, but when Onyx came, that's when it was like, oh shit, somebody might get fucked up. It got kind of real.
Yeah, yo, it was definitely a space and time, because it's funny. I was working for some other company, and I was actually working with that company, and I was doing mail shuttling, you know what I'm saying, for CBS Records. And CBS Records in 89 was like the ones that was the underlining, you know, the major corporation for Def Jam, you know, CBS Records, before we got there. So it was like Slick Ricks and the Beastie Boys and all those dudes there, and like you said, LL was there. He was kind of the hardest, even though Slick Rick was slick too. But by the time we got there, Public Enemy was there. You know what I mean? So once you got where Public Enemy was at, man, you better get right. You better get hard.
But when people think hardcore hip hop, they think Onyx. Like when you think hardcore, that hard street shit, y'all definitely was like one of the forerunners of that. Movement.
Yeah, man, you know, because it was out there, you know, we was experiencing it growing up in that coming of age era, you know, from the 89 up until the time we came out when we signed our first deal, you know, in 91 for a single. But it was that time, you know what I'm saying? Like we had the De La Soul and them and everybody, you know, and Stop the Violence movement and all that, and it was on the cusp of a new year coming. So we kind of got in there, and then not to mention, you see what the West Coast was doing.
Yeah, definitely.
NWA, so, you know, Jay and them was on something, and they was like, yo, man, we're gonna have our own thing. Plus, like I said, Jay was already good with, like, Chuck D in them, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah,
so we was
yeah.
the young fellas coming in. So I guess Jay said, you know what, man, I'm gonna do my thing, man. I'm gonna bring my little mans in them here and they gonna get busy. We gonna turn it up and we gonna do something like NWA doing, but not. Because we got some young fellas here, and I kind of guess that's what it was. So if people give us that, that's what's up, because I know Wu-Tang. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I knew them before they was signed. You know, like some of us, some of the members, mainly Jizza, you know what I'm saying, was from my neighborhood. He used to hang out with my brothers back in the day. So, you know, we kind of was, you know, in our own way, music-wise. But I was.
So you know the genius.
I was one of them dudes that bought his early music when he was on Cold Chill.
The genius. You talking about the genius?
Man,
Yeah,
you know
yeah, yeah.
Come on, cuz was nice. He was nice. He's official. So you can't front on that. I mean, come on, man. I was there from the beginning. You know, with what's his name, RZA. But my point is, that's who Onyx was compared to.
Okay.
You know, the Wu-Tang Clan. You know what I'm saying?
What's your favorite?
And so we kind of came up from there, and you know, it is what it is.
Then y'all end up doing the worst with Wu-Tang.
Yeah, you know what I mean? They try to put us on the side and they give Wu-Tang more shine and what have you, whatever. But me and my guys got busy when we got busy. And everybody know it. And everybody can't say they don't know it. They faking jacks. We used to get busy and spit. And so we was into that. Like, we was on it like, okay, MCs do what they do. We do what we do. And we gonna be tight. Routine-wise, ain't nobody fucking with us. We tight as a drum. That was my thing. That was all of our thing, but that was our whole consensus. Like, yo, son, MCs is doing the thing, but ain't nobody gonna be tighter than us, man. We gonna be in the streets. We gonna be spitting. We gonna do routines. You gonna finish my sentence. I'm gonna finish your sentence, and we gonna get busy. I don't know what happened after that, but that's what we did, and that's what we set up.
So, bring us up to speed. A lot of times we see in 2014, 2013. 2015, we see Onyx, but we don't see Son Seeza with Onyx anymore. Like, are you still a member of Onyx?
Well, I'm always gonna be a member of Onyx in the sense of as a creator of that brand.
Okay.
And you know, pretty much it begins and ends there. But I've been working on my own brand, the Sonny Seeza brand, which I've been building since 1991.
Okay.
I've been working with different artists, different family members, different people that's just really creative and haven't had a chance to have their ear or have their words in certain ears or have their stage yet. And, you know, the one thing you really got to have in any business, you know, is perseverance. And if you don't persevere, you will never get nowhere. So me and my people's been persevering, you know. It's too many of us to name, but we've been working and coming. So I kind of just really wanted, and now it's my calling, because at the end of the day, those two guys are first cousins. Like, their mothers, they see each other at Thanksgiving parties and, you know, family gatherings and things like that, where I might never be there. Whereas me and my family is here too, and we about to get it cracking. So, and my family get busy too, and we was all family in that sense, but those guys are literally family members. So they gonna hold each other up, and that's what it was. And my whole thing is, it probably was too much of a, you know, I was bringing too much to the table to accommodate what we could accommodate. Probably they was on some whatever shit. We on our own thing, and it's time for me and my people to shine. So we gonna give it up for the fans and rock whenever we can, if possible. But get ready for Sonny Seeza, the new album Bridges. Get ready for All Around Money. Get ready for me and my peoples. Get ready for El Mob Entertainment. Get ready for the Johnson Boys.
So going from here on out, should people address you as Onyx or you just Sonny Seeza? Like, how do you want people to address you?
Well, stay tuned. It's gonna be a lot of updates coming. Like I said, my brand new album. It's called Bridges.
Okay.
They wanted to call it Bridges Volume 1. I said no. It's called Bridges, period. Because we bridging over. You know what I mean? I got a thing where I'm there then, I'm here now. Same thing with my peoples. So you can't really put a label on what we doing, son. We all the time. So that's Bridges. And with that being said, that's the main thing, that's the main focus, because it's gonna encompass all the work that we've been putting in. And I know a lot of people, met a lot of people throughout all my travels, throughout all my endeavors in this hip-hop industry, good people from the South Pacific to the South Coast and South America, Central America, London, Europe, Germany, all of that stuff. And even Switzerland, which is actually not even Europe, so they said. But yeah, it made some great strides. So that's what this mainly is about for me. As far as Onyx, that was a legacy we all built together. And look forward to the future for any updates on that. But right now, your focus is Bridges. Sonny Seeza, brand new album, international, national, from BK, Brooklyn, to BC, Basel City, Switzerland. Cast of characters: Chubbs the Killer, Director Driller. I got Unique the Utilizer, All Around Money, Empire Music, PW Records, DJ Trey, That's the Core, my man Hell's Yeah and Hell's Kitchen Studio, and all my supporters. That's the ones that's gonna be part of this thing here. All y'all supporters, man.
Your
And
social,
my man Doggy Diamond.
yeah. Your social networks. Give them all that.
You can catch me on Facebook, Sonny Seeza of Onyx, SONNY SEEZA, like C with your eyes, ZA, Seeza of Onyx. Instagram, Sonny, SONNY again, _ Seeza, SEEZA, and Twitter at Mr. Sonny Seeza. Holla at me, let me hear what you got. I love listening to new artists, new music. I love to keep this thing that we doing, music, going, because man, if you listen to something that's beyond your range of music and you loving it and liking it and growing from it, then you a true student. You're not just somebody that's trying to fucking ride the shit for nothing and don't put no work in and just trying to ride coattails. You somebody putting in work in and putting in passion and giving homage and paying homage. If you one of them people that ain't paying homage, I don't want to hear nothing about your mouth. I don't want to hear nothing about what you talking about. Unless, of course, you putting the coin in and paying for my iTunes thing. You know what I mean?
Last question before I go.
Go talk.
Is Sonny Seeza?
Niggas is shucks.
Is Sonny Seeza a legend?
Is a legend?
Are you a legend? If you had to look back at yourself and look at your career, would you say that's some legendary shit right there? Like, where would you rank yourself in all of this?
Man, I'm a student, man. I'm a teacher, because some people made me a teacher, time and people, but I'm a student, man. You know what I'm saying? Always, because you're never too old to learn something from someone, from something. And I love learning, man. I get busy, and I love teaching. You know what I'm saying? So, as far as me being a legend, that's not for me to say. That's for somebody else to say. I am a doer, and I get busy.
Fuck that modest shit. You part of legendary shit. You a legend. You did some legendary shit.
And that's what it is. I'm a fucking legend.
That's what I'm talking about.
Shout out to my guys, man. Because at the end of the day, man, I love being humble, man. Because that's where you go the furthest. All that faggot, other fraud. I want to have alligator bags on my fucking rap backpacks, and I don't play them games with them type of shits, man. Whoever do you. I do me, son, and I'm here like the concrete on any New York sidewalk street that you walk on, man. And you're gonna be loving holding them, keeping your ass balanced. Cause that shit is solid, son. Ain't no up and down funny shit with me. It's straight level.
Alright, so that's what it is. We here
My
with
people's the same
Sonny Seeza.
Shout out to Elmar. Word up, Elmar. My big bum, man. We coming to get you, L. Word up. I don't play these industry games. And shout out to Doggy Diamonds, man, because he's one of the loudest guys I know that do this. sit down, man. I don't be sitting down.
We go back. This ain't no we ain't
man,
just
but
met.
you be doing your thing, and you
Good
coming
looking.
through real times, and you in the town with me, man.
Yes, sir.
Know
Rest
what
in
I
peace to
mean?
Mike Beck too.
Rest in peace of Mike Beck, man.
Yeah, that's-
So, I mean, I wish everybody the best in their endeavors. And they better wish me and mine the best in ours. And if not, nigga, I see you at the table. Oh.